Hey, good morning. It's 7:38 a.m. It is Saturday morning. It is February 22nd. I am up early this morning and I am planning to do some serious cleaning. You know, I do my dishes, and I do live with my son. So he stays downstairs and I'm kind of like manning the upstairs, okay? And we both work and it gets a little disorganized, and I need to like tackle that. And of course, spring is going to be rolling in next month. And I'm trying to get my patio area, into shape to where it's like an enjoyable experience to sit outside. So those are some of my goals in the next few weeks, trying to get things cleaned up because I want to enjoy my environment. So anyway, I know that it looks really nice out here in Bakersfield. Like, I can see that spring is coming. You can see the beautiful trees, like the little white flowers on the trees. As I'm going down Gosford, as I'm also going down Truxton, it's like really, it just feels really good right now. Like, the energy in the air. I'm really sensitive to these sort of things, okay? But anyway, you can tell that my mood is a little bit lighter. I feel better because I feel as though I got to the root of the problem of what was going on with my targeting. And so this video that I'm making is called Setting Stipulations Outside the Court System. When you are a victim of human trafficking, it is a very terrifying situation. And so terrifying that, you're constantly worried about your future, what's going to happen to you. It is a form of terror. It's terrorizing to the person who's experiencing it. And of course, from going from one employer to another, being harassed in your employment, or being, manipulated in some sort of way, has a lot. It takes its toll on a person. The psychological effects are devastating, and this is one of the reasons why I've made so many videos because of the injustice, the psychological injustice, what it does to you psychologically, what it does to you financially. Now, some people think, oh, Maria's doing well and stuff, but don't forget, they drain your resources. They drain all your resources, and then you have to come back up again. You have to sit here and like face bills that are unpaid for the time that you were unemployed and everything. And at this point, I'm like, I tried really hard all these years to build decent credit, and I had great credit. I was building my credit well, and I was very happy about it because for all these years, I just nothing but struggled, you know what I mean? So I finally got my credit where I wanted it to be, and this is one of the reasons why I was so upset when people took my Patreon account. I'm referring to Rex Laverne, thought it was in his jurisdiction to man my Patreon account because this was a part of me trying to build some sort of nest egg as well as pay off my credit card debt. I was hoping I could pay off my car too. The tragedy of being a victim of human trafficking is it takes away your ability to plan for the future. And the narcissist who is manipulating your life does not take any of that into account because they are taking it upon themselves to decide what you're doing. That right there is the underlying foundation of what makes it slavery. It is human trafficking. Okay, it denies a person the right to live, as well as trying to chip down a person's likes, their behaviors, and basically trying to mold or even groom them for a lifestyle that they have no interest in living. So for many years, I had to suffer so much and had to deal with a lot of psychological abuse that he was most likely instructing people to enact on me, including my own family. Okay. Now, I know that the relationship with my mother was somewhat strange. There were times where we did have good times, but I do believe that his influence created so much tension and animosity, hyping it up and then twisting it to have some sort of religious context, which solidified and sealed the deal when it came to the brainwashing that was being propagated against me. So when you are dealing with human trafficking, the logical thing is to remove yourself from that situation 100%, instead of being stuck and being trafficked back to the main perpetrator to work under his place of employment. Unfortunately, this was not settled in the court system, mainly because of his ties that he had within the community. And I do understand that, I don't know if he's a Freemason or not, but I know that a lot of targeted individuals experience trafficking because it does get intertwined with Freemasonic ties. Often business owners are members of the Freemasonic temples. Now, I know Freemasons have had a very bad reputation because of the corruption that gets infiltrated within their organizations. I know I've had Freemason publications, because I've had an interest in Freemasonry from a, research standpoint. And my father belonged to the Freemasons many years ago. He was a member of the Prince Hall Lodge. And the underlying principle is to be an upright person, okay? And I understand that Freemasons have gotten a lot of bad rap, okay? But Freemasons were supposed to be, showing their generosity within the community. They're supposed to stand for, certain things. And, a lot of Freemasons' ties within this community participated in my targeting. Unfortunately, the people that I called out, were basically taking the heat for the main perpetrator. Now, some people want to build their utopia at the expense of other people. Like, for example, he wanted to shape his view of the world and use my projects to do it. Okay? Like me having to modify my behavior in order for me to get the exposure that I deserved. Okay? As if his opinion mattered. As if he had any... See, this is why I'm angry about it. Because I have missed out on so much of my life, not just my childhood, okay, but as my years as an adult, as a woman who has the right to make her own decisions. I am over the age of 18, regardless. And I know he was probably saying, oh, she's a clone, blah, 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 blah. So he took it upon himself to start directing what I was supposed to do, okay? Now, I know that he might have some sort of white supremacist views, obviously, okay? So anyway, going back to setting stipulations out for the court system. I understand there's a lot of people who don't understand, the legal aspects of the employment system. Okay, he would be considered. I did a video on stalking. It was a few years ago, before I even knew this person really even existed. Okay, I did a video on stalking and the kinds of different stalking behaviors. Okay, and I thought that was an interesting video. Okay. But he is a stalker, basically, okay? And somebody who was I'm going to say that he was responsible for a human trafficking ring, okay? And I am the victim of this human trafficking ring. And so instead of being in an environment where I don't have to deal with this person, he traffics me right back to his place of business. Now, the thing is that I need a job, okay? I need a job. I don't have any resources. He's already drained me of my resources. So I'm staying there. I am staying right there until something else happens, okay? But the thing is that it's an improper thing for me to be around the person who created the trauma to begin with. Do you see what I'm saying? This whole thing. During my time off of work, okay, the only thing I was talking about the entire time was me being angry about the whole Justin Hayward thing, me being concerned about my being ripped off from Patreon, me being upset because I couldn't make my car payment, me explaining how angry I was that people were trying to force me into a relationship. And I had expressed my belief on why I do not want to get married. Okay, why I don't want to merge forces with just anybody, okay? Really, I have to protect myself. So what does this moron do? He sits there and, puts me in the situation. Okay, this is the reason why I'm saying you keep your distance. I'm going to sit here and communicate with you via Slack, via text message. Okay, you are an abomination to me. I do not want to see you, which is most likely very understandable, right? So I don't have the court system because he basically prevented me from getting any sort of social justice because he used his influence
with his Freemason ties. Okay, and he probably had his own agenda that he didn't really want to discuss with the other people. He just wanted to, you know, whatever, do whatever. Exploit me is what I personally believe. Anyway, there is no reason for me to show this man any respect. Now, when I first meet people, I usually refer to them as Mr. and Mrs. Okay, I am no longer referring to him as Mr. Laverne. I am no longer referring to him as anything. If I need something or I'm going to question him, then this is what I'm going to pose a question or statement. Okay, there is no more respect for this man. Period. I'm not going to show that. Okay, I have lost all respect for this person, and there is no reason for me to show respect for this person. I have every right, because I did not get my justice through the court system. Okay, I have every right to make this man my bitch. I have every right to walk all over this man as much as I want to. That is the way it should be, and that's the way it's going to be. It's justice. Okay, that's the way it is. I do have some intuitive messages that I wanted to go into, because I feel like this is like really healing me to get this out. Because like I said, you know, the fact that my family distanced themselves from me in the way that they did is his fault. Okay, the trauma that I experienced is his fault. And he was fine to sweep it all under the rug. He was fine for me to sit here and like call out his Freemasonic brothers, as well as people who were in the, like, you know, the higher level people and all this other stuff. Okay, he was fine with me doing that. Okay, as long as his name was protected. This is bullshit. Okay, I don't deal with this sort of people. Okay, this is what my life is being built about. It's based on me making the right choices. If I have the choice to choose who I want to be in my personal circle, okay, I have standards for that, and he is way below my standard, way below. Okay, he resents the fact that I am somebody who he thinks that I have a luxurious life. Okay, mind you, I am 54 years old. I live in an apartment. Most of the things that I have, the little luxuries that you think that I have, okay, I have acquired over the years. A lot of my clothes that I have in my closet, I've had for years. Okay, I have slacks in my closet, okay, which I love. Okay, so when he was sitting here trying to prevent me from wearing my clothes, I was like, dude, I have slacks in my closet that I have not worn yet. I have slacks in my closet that, yes, clothes mean something to me. You know why? Because it's one of the only things in my life that I have, that I care about. Okay, and see, a lot of men like him, and I don't know about his marriage, okay, but I pretty much think that he probably abuses his wife in some way, okay? It makes sense to me, because if you know, like my brother-in-law, okay, so people like that like to dominate women because they want to shape and mold them into the world. Now, who's to say? I don't know what his motive was when he knew that he fucked me over. He knew he fucked me over, okay? So he has to sit here and give me his job. You know, put me in a job, and then I'm sure, you know, he doesn't seem to really be, whatever, I'm not going to go there. Anyway, so he has to put me in his job, so I have to be there. Okay, fine, I will be there, okay? That's not really scratching the surface of what he really owes me, but whatever, okay? You can't repair a person's, you can't get back the years that a person has lost. I can't take back the fact that my mother passed away. I didn't even go to her funeral. Okay, there are so many things that I didn't get to say to my mother. Even, and then there are so many things that I'm just like, I'm devastated. Okay, that I was going through all of this, making videos over and over and over again, expressing how traumatized I was. Okay, and this motherfucker proceeded with his plans anyway. Okay, this is the kind of behavior that I'm talking about that is dangerous in a work situation. Okay, these are the kind of people that could come in to an office with a gun and blow your brains out. Okay, because he doesn't respect boundaries. He doesn't respect what you say. I don't want this. This is how I feel. I feel traumatized. That doesn't mean anything to you. And I know that you're probably listening to my videos. Okay, you will listen to my video. Okay, because God, I don't want to have this conversation face to face with you. Okay, you will keep your distance from me. Okay, my luxuries are not really luxuries. The things that I have, like I said, are mostly secondhand type stuff. There are things I've made, there's things I've modified, but you know what? It brings me joy. Okay, and a lot of men don't like women having joy. They don't. Okay, there's a lot of men who enjoy tearing down the self-esteem of women because they can have control over them. Okay, and I think this is one of the things that he does. Okay, and this is probably something that could have been a part of his family life or whatever. That's not my problem. Okay, but you will not ever disrespect me. Now, I am somebody who wants to be surrounded by things that are positive. I will tell you, in my life, I have not really been around positive people. And like I said, you know, I'm going to create my environment, even if I have to wear it. Okay? That's just how it is. You know what I mean? I make sure that I'm going to find some sort of joy in this chaotic world. He resents the fact that, you know, that I have nice things. Okay? Because like I said, you know, he doesn't believe that women should have anything. Or he doesn't believe that black people should have anything. Okay? That's too bad. Okay? Now this seems like it's very male chauvinist. It seems like it's very racist. This is something the employer should have identified with. He probably used religion. Okay, this is why I'm talking about how employers were wrong to be a part of this. Okay, and him being having Freemasonic ties, him rubbing elbows with celebrities and all this other stuff gave him power and gave him people the illusion that he had some sort of right. He does not have any right to do anything. I did bring up the issue of my YouTube channel. Okay, I do believe that he might be the manner of the shadow channel. Okay, that he has been posting up, and it's probably been shared with the community of Bakersfield against my wishes. That project of Patreon, like I said, was supposed to help get me out of debt. It was supposed to help get me some sort of foundation. That was my money. Okay, now I don't know if there was actual money. I don't know, and I don't want to know. Because, dude, if you stole from me, I have every right to make you my bitch. I'm going to make you my bitch anyway. Okay? And what I mean by make you my bitch, I'm going to sit there and show you no respect. None. Okay? None. Yeah. Anyway. I want you to feel everything that you made me feel. Okay? I want you to be socially ostracized. I want you to be the joke of the fucking town. That's what I want you to be. Okay? And I want you to deal with it. I want you to deal with it. I'm going to tell you, people don't like you. I'm going to tell you that. And I have not interviewed people, but nobody respects you. Nobody has. Because you allowed people to suffer for the shit that you did. That's the truth. Okay? And I don't need to interview people. I know it. I know it, and you know I know it. And you know it too. Yeah, you know, it is stupid to tell somebody what to buy. The thing is like, nobody's been saying anything lately about it, okay? But it's the fact that I have been a victim of human trafficking. It's the fact that I've unwound all of these things that happened to me, right? The things that have, like, affected me, because it does affect a person. People think that just because I have a high tolerance rate or whatever, that I don't have any feelings, okay? I loved my mother, okay? And you poisoned her mind, okay? And I hate you for that. I hate you, okay? I hate you forever, okay? I despise you. When you touched me, I wanted to throw the fuck up. I wanted to fucking knock your fucking face out. You know, just literally bash your fucking skull in. That's exactly what I wanted. You noticed I was flinching, but you didn't fucking pay attention. I fucking hate you. Okay? How dare you fucking touch me? How dare you sit here and act like it's supposed to be a normal thing, what you did to me? It's not. You're a fucking monster. Anyway, yes, you know what? Your Freemasonic brothers are going to be pissed off, okay? Because you have brought reproach on the Freemasonic name. That's what you did. And this is what I'm saying about this, okay? I understand organizations get set up, okay? And then a lot of times corruption can easily get in, okay? And I know, like, you know, I don't know everything about Freemasonics, like the things that they do individually within their temples or whatever, but you're supposed to be building up your community. You're supposed to sit here and like build up your brothers and support them. You have shown no support. You have literally torn down the things that they've worked for. You're an asshole. Okay? Now, anyway, what I get from you is that there's only darkness in your mind, and you know that you're hated, and you know that you're a loser. And I'm glad you know that, okay? And I don't really think I needed to tell you that. I really don't think I needed to tell you that. So anyway, Monday morning, I am coming in, and I do expect you to forward the payroll information to me via Slack. I do not want to mess with the cell phone, okay? So I expect you to do this, okay? I don't expect you to sit here and give me any answers, just, or anything to do with it, okay? I understand you gave me a task, and I expect to do it. Another issue that I have with you is that you tend to forget what you assign people to do. Okay, I'm tired of having to sit here and, like, you know, if you're giving me the payroll duties, and then I see, I think it's your son, right, working on the payroll, you know, organizing stuff. Hey, you know what? That's fine. Okay, but the point is, it's like you don't even know what's going on in your organization. I cannot stand you. I cannot stand you. Okay, I'm just letting you know that. And then also the girl that, you know, I was working with, you know, I sat there and we were talking about her training. And then you're acting as if you didn't know that you were training this girl, like she didn't know a certain task. And then she told me that she was already trained. You're not keeping track of what you're supposed to be doing. You're not keeping track of these people. It's like you're basically telling people that there is no hope for growth in your company because she can't be evaluated on her work because you don't know what the fuck she's doing. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Shit show employers like you. Okay. So I don't know if you're just like sitting here, like, you know, gathering certain people and comparing them and doing your little, what do you call it, competition type games or whatever. I'm not playing it. Okay? So Monday morning, be my bitch, and you will be my bitch until I fucking stay there. Okay? So I suggest you listen to this video, take heed, and remember what I said. Now I'm going to wrap up this video. This is part of my healing session. I did make a video last night, and I was going to merge it with this one. Unfortunately, I have a Movoxy video program that merges my videos together, okay? And I was so proud to like teach myself all this sort of stuff. It's on my other computer. Now, talking about me having no luxuries, most of my computers are either secondhand, right, or modified in some way. Like my desktop is not really a desktop. It's like a broken down like keyboard that my son got me, and then we attached it to a TV set so I can have a screen. I just recently got a refurbished whatever. I know that he's probably been trying to monitor the things that I buy and, like, you know, that kind of stuff, or he at least did this in the past, okay? It's none of your business what I buy, okay? Just like back in the days in the South where, like, black people could get Coke and some people could get Pepsi or whatever that whole thing was, the whole stipulation of what I can and cannot buy. How dare you tell me what I can and cannot buy, okay? Your days of sitting here playing games with me are over. Wrapping up this video. Hey, wait. Before you turn off my video, I know I just wrapped up that video and I don't have my video merger on this particular computer, so I wanted to add the video in the description box that I was referring to in this video, and it's called Stalking in the Workplace. If you haven't seen the video, the link is in the description box, okay? And I hope you guys have a wonderful day here in Bakersfield. It's a gorgeous day. I will probably get out later. And I'm going to put, like I said, I'm going to put the link in the description box, and you guys can decide what kind of stalker you think that Rex Laverne is really. Okay, like you can, like, you know, have fun discussing which category you think that he is in. And then also, it's also to help you guys understand or reiterate what I already talked about stalking in the workplace, how it occurs, and so that if you see the signs of this happening in your workplace, you could, you know, be prepared. And, you know, I will be putting some information about this in my new project that I'm working on. It's going to have a little bit about stalking in it, about things that, you know, could be done to prevent it, how to report it, and hopefully, you know, we can get agencies to start taking this stuff more seriously. Okay, now I'm going to wrap up this video. Remember, if you want to check out that video, the link is in the description box.